Star Wars. Star Wars is one of those really special series where everyone has a character that they're able to relate to be able to enjoy it in their own kind of way. Whether it be the Jedi, the Smuggler, the Survivor, the Rebels, the Lawful, the Power Seekers, philosophical, and so much more. The story for the most part is kind of the same across every movie, game, and all that stuff, but it's done in a way that is so good and so compelling. And it's a story that everyone loves and can really enjoy. The call of the hero. Often with some reluctant moment where the hero resists and rejects the call, kind of like Luke Skywalker not wanting to really be a Jedi and, you know, not wanting to deal with all that stuff until events happen that he can no longer ignore. And, you know, his family is vaporized essentially by the stormtroopers and the Empire. Speaking of the Empire, it's also about basically everybody coming together to overcome enormous obstacles for the greater good, sometimes even making sacrifices for the greater good, which is another quality of the story that a lot of people love. Personally, as you saw in my intro, I love the prequels. I think that those have amazing stories, and it also sets up everything for everything that happens through the rest of the stories in universe. It's also, on that note, a story about family, and also politics and other things, war, of course. And it's all told in a way that really anybody can enjoy. I mean, look at the Clone Wars, for example. It's basically a kid's show, but it's all Star Wars. But people love it. I love it. Adults love it. Everyone loves it. They develop and tell the story in such a way that literally anybody can basically understand everything that's going on, and you can follow the story no matter what. That's also another highly enjoyable and good quality about Star Wars that they carry through everything. Some people just call it a space opera. I call it a medieval space opera because of the Jedi Knights and other things that basically are a callback to medieval times itself. And it's also got all those supernatural, fantastical themes that a lot of medieval stories often have. Except with Star Wars, it's the Force and other alien space creatures and crazy stuff that's going on, and cool lightsabers and all that stuff. It's one of the only mediums that actually has a fully fleshed out universe that you can completely immerse yourself in, because they did so well building the entire thing. There's an entire galaxy of planets with their own politics and economic systems and all that other stuff that you can really dive into and get an understanding of, because they're grounded in the world, and you can really, you're able to understand it. And every time that you get into a story of Star Wars, you could really immerse yourself because of how well they've built out everything for you to be able to follow it all. And before I talk about some of the games, I just want to talk about, because of that, there are so many fan projects that have been created for Star Wars. Like, I don't know what order I'm going to be playing them in here, but just look at all of these awesome, amazing videos. There was this orchestra that had a, you know, Anakin Obi-Wan lightsaber duel while they played. I forget the name of the song, but, you know, it was in a very emotional, amazing moment that they put on stage for everyone to enjoy. There's these other guys that have these super famous lightsaber fights that I think are actual fencers and stuff like that. There's also people that have like actual classes where they train and fight with lightsabers for like competitions and things. And then, of course, just the plethora of fan videos messing around with lightsabers or actual stories and other things like that. There are so many. People love Star Wars so much, and that's why I really wanted to make this video. It's a tribute to all things Star Wars, because we all love Star Wars so very much. Like it is such an amazing thing. George Lucas really blessed us back in the day. And there was people, you know, when Star Wars first came out, not everyone really understood it, but people still enjoyed it. Even people that didn't really enjoy sci-fi stuff, they got into the story because of the characters and the writing, and they just found it enjoyable, and that's part of why it blew up to be as good as it was and as loved as it is still today. I mean, just listen to this guy from this interview. I forget his name at the moment because I'm just recording in a dark room with my lightsabers. But listen to this guy talk about Star Wars back in the day and how he was able to change his entire opinion essentially about, you know, getting into something sci-fi because of Star Wars.
In movies, now all of a sudden you've hit the jackpot with a thing called Star Wars, which I saw last week, and I think just loved it. I think it's super. I think it's marvelous escapism, and it'll clean up. But I mean, how did you come to be involved with a piece of science fiction like that?
Well, it arrived as a script. I was just finishing a picture in Hollywood another day to go, and the script arrived on my dressing table. And I heard that it had been delivered by George Lucas, and I thought, well, that's rather impressive, because he's an up-and-coming, in very respect-worthy young director, so... And then when I opened it and found it was science fiction, I thought, oh, crumbs, you know, this is simply not for me. And then I started reading, and it seemed to me the dialogue was pretty ropey. But I had to go on turning the page, and I mean, that's an essential in any script. You've got to know what happens next, or what's going to be said next. And I went on reading, and I thought, no, I like this. If only we can get some of the dialogue altered. And then I met him, we got on very well, and I found myself doing it, that's all.
And it's made more money than any other movie ever made.
So I'm told.
And
yes.
you've got yourself part of the action.
Ah, well.
2.5%, isn't it?
No, not quite that, no.
What is it?
Now, in a way, saving the best for last, let's talk about the video games. So in preparation for this video, I spent a lot of time playing old and new games. I think we've still gotten a few really good games for Star Wars in recent years. I know that this one's a bit of an old one, but as you see, Battlefront is one of the ones that I've been playing actually a decent bit of, which is about to explode. If not right now, it has exploded already in popularity, depending on the day I'm recording this video. I'm not actually sure if it has exploded right now, but I know that a lot of people are going to be jumping on for May the 4th. This game is still loved today. It actually still holds up really well, graphically, mechanically. Everything about this game still holds up really well. I love the Clone Wars stuff, of course, especially. I think they did really well with that. The graphics on this game are just absolutely amazing. I have to show off one of my other favorite places in the Star Wars universe, the Cantina on Tatooine. I specifically just played on the Empire for a little bit just to be able to go record this segment, because there is so much detail packed into this place. And all of the maps, they are all done so well. The only thing that kind of lacks in this game is the roster for like hero characters and other things. But other than that, cosmetics and things for the other characters that you can play, like the soldiers and yada, yada, yada. They have so many dudes that you can customize, at least for like the Clone Wars, where you can really deck out your dudes and make them whatever Legion or, you know, blah, blah, blah that you want to play as. So you can really, really immerse yourself as one of the clones or, you know, something like that if you wanted. My personal favorite recent Star Wars game that we've gotten is Lego Star Wars. Now, I've played this game through about 3 times now at this point. I will say, you know, I still wish we had like a New Game Plus and all that stuff. Other people have already said enough on that, I think. But this game is still really, really enjoyable. It has a lot of really good jokes that still land now. Lego Star Wars has a lot of amazing comedy written into it. They even make fun of the sequels a little bit, which I found really funny personally. Again, I'm not going to get too much into the Disney drama, all that stuff. Enough other people have spoken on that. I want this just to be a positive we all love Star Wars kind of video. But yeah, the Skywalker saga, in my opinion, is the best thing that we've gotten in like a long time, because it has so many characters that you can play as. It has so many maps that you can go to explore. You can, and they're not fully, you know, open world, huge, you know, worlds or anything like that, but you can go to a lot of planets, and there is a lot of areas to explore on those planets with tons of side quests that you can go do. To collect a ton of different things. It's a collect-a-thon type of game, but it's a very, very, very fun one, especially if you play it with somebody else. And again, it's another one of those games that it's enjoyable for people of all ages. And they put so much detail into this game too, like all the little tiles and everything. Like they really knocked this game out of the park. You can tell they really made this like a labor of love for Star Wars in Lego form. And they knocked it out of the park. I can't say that enough. Now, the other two games that I played that I really love, but unfortunately I had a difficult time getting video recordings of, are KOTOR and Knights of the Old Republic. Both of these are amazing games. KOTOR is still considered one of the best ever Star Wars games ever made to this day. I would even say that it's definitely in my top 3 Star Wars games of all time. It still holds up pretty well, at least for the story, gameplay, and like how it's gonna run on your system. Experience may vary. It is a very, very old game. I was playing this game when I was like 6 or 8 years old or something like that. So it's been out for a long time, but it's a lot of fun. It's a very, very good RPG. It was made during a time when they actually still made RPGs, true role-playing games with consequences, where if you made someone unhappy, they're not gonna keep, you know, hanging out with you basically, because they don't want to mess with you no more. Republic Commando is an amazing game because it's one of the only games that we've really gotten where you got to actually play as like a unit of clone troopers doing cool clone trooper tactical stuff. And it's like you play as the Commando Squad, which is a very cool looking unit of clones. They're slightly, or actually a lot better basically than the normal clones, but they're more specialized for like covert operations, not like direct warfare. That being said, that doesn't mean they can't absolutely tank a whole lot of droids. Like the stuff you do in this game is actually pretty crazy. If you go play this game, personally, I recommend playing it on like easy or normal. It's a very difficult game. This is one of those games that's a lot higher on the difficulty side than like other games. So yeah. And last but not least, for the games that I played, we've got Lego Star Wars, The Clone Wars, the Lego game, but specifically based more on the show. They kind of directly replicated a lot of episodes from the show into actual like mission levels for you to play through. I think they did a really good job on this. They have a lot of really good levels that they picked. One of my favorites I didn't get recording of for gameplay, but my favorite episode from the show is The Rookies. You're basically following these 4 dudes that have to deal with this really wrecked out situation that happens on their outpost that they're supposed to be guarding. It won't spoil anything for that if you haven't seen the show. It's kind of old now, but you know, still go watch it if you haven't. Go watch it. Go watch it now. Go watch it. We've also got really exciting news for a few upcoming games. We actually are getting a KOTOR 1 and 2 remake that has just been recently confirmed, along with a FOTOR game, which is the final conclusion, the 3rd installment to the KOTOR series, Fate of the Republic. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be a few years out. We're most likely going to get 1 and 2 first as like remake, remaster type games. Hopefully those should come out pretty quick. Because they already have the source material to basically just, you know, copy off of. So we should be getting 1, then 2, and then 3 later down the road. I'm very excited for that. FOTOR looks amazing. Another game that we've got coming up is Zero Company. This is set during the Clone Wars, and it's kind of based off like XCOM and Mass Effect is how they're kind of describing it. I'm very excited about that. I love the XCOM games. I love this kind of turn-based gameplay where you get to pick your squad, build them out, customize them, all that stuff. It's a very immersive RTS style game, real-time strategy, if you don't know what that is. I love these kind of games. I think this one's going to be a really good one. From everything that I've heard, it sounds like they're going to knock this one out of the park. This one actually comes out later this year, and I'm extremely excited about that. I'm definitely going to be playing that on the channel. I'm still setting things up to kind of like redo my gameplay stuff and figure that out while I also reset blah, 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 blah. I'll talk about that later. Don't worry about it. Anyway, Very excited for Zero Company. That looks amazing. I don't know a whole lot about it. They haven't said too much outside of basically you're kind of a Black Ops clone unit, or not clone unit, but a Black Ops unit working for the Republic, fighting, you know, the Confederate, the droids, and all that stuff. It sounds really cool. You're not like a direct action war hero type story. It's very much a you know, you're working in the dark kind of thing, but you're also making alliances, finding friends, so you can get all kinds of alien friends and different things from the look of it. I'm really excited about this. I want to build out like a whole clone squad, and that's how I'm going to play the game. I can't wait. If you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. This was a very different type of video for me. It took a lot of work and time to be able to get this done. I really hope that it came out really well. I have no idea how it's going to be right now. You guys are basically, you're seeing it basically when I find out if it's good or not. So let me know in the comments below if you like this. I'm going to try to do more videos like this in the future going forward. So hit the like and subscribe button to help support me as a new YouTuber. I would greatly appreciate that. I just wanted to really make this as like a tribute to all things Star Wars. I hope that, you know, it obviously, actually, if you're here, you love Star Wars too, so you must be really excited about all things Star Wars and all things to come for Star Wars. I know that we kind of had a weird period for a little while during the sequels and all that stuff, but I think we're in a really good direction now for Star Wars, and I'm very excited about things to come. Thank you again for watching. If you want to join my $50 Steam gift card giveaway, link is in the description below. Other than that, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good one. May the 4th be with you.